Looks like we have 2 people waiting. Okay, very good. We'll give people a little time to settle in, and we'll start shortly. Hi, Brad. How are you? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm going to start shortly. Brad, let me know if you can hear me, or alone if you can type inside of the questions. Just want to make sure that the audio works. Audio is good. All right, well, thanks. We'll start shortly. All right, looks like more people are joining. All right, let's start. Welcome to Tradespoon and Yellowtown. My name is Vlad and I'm CEO and founder of both companies, and today we're going to have a live trading room open to trade stock and options using our technology. For those of you who are new, welcome on YouTube channel, Discord, welcome. I'm glad you guys can make it. Again, one of the main difference between Tradespoon and maybe some of the other services out there is that we're heavily concentrating in AI. We have a team of financial engineers. This is my background, AI, artificial intelligence. I've been doing that for 15 years. So we're building the models and that generate signals for short-term and long-term, medium-term trading. And I'm using these signals to trade in my own portfolio. And we have another market maker, Keith, who is also part of the live trading room and part of our team. So that's our value. Disclosures are very important. Please read them. I'm going to go to specific trade ideas, specific trades. So it's important to understand the risk associated with trading stock or options. You can read the disclosures if this is the first time. You can visit the link optionscreening.com so you can understand the risk associated with trading stock or options. And then you can pause the screen if you need to read the remaining of the disclosures. All right, before we jump into trading psychology, let's look at the stock forecast toolbox. So the model basically says that for today, not only turning bullish, it actually sees that potentially we can break above the overhead resistance. And we are trading at 613. So market continues to outperform. Model predicted 615, support 605, support 615 overhead resistance, potentially reaching 620 level. So I agree with the model. I think the path of least resistance is to continue going higher. We just had meeting minutes, and interest rates are down. Dollar is stable, slightly higher. VIX is down. Value stocks are up. Semiconductors up, and spiders, at new all-time high, 613. So in terms of positioning, right? We were talking about positioning. If you look at the spiders gamma exposure, we had very large concentration in the 600 strike. Right, we were able to escape that. So let's remove. Let's do monthly. Okay. Right. So we had large concentration 600. That gamma is gone now. 610. So the largest position was 610, and it looks like we're escaping the 610, and we're going to 615, 620 level. Right. So those are the next level of overhead resistance where there's a high concentration of open interest. 615, 620, and I think it's the pattern of higher highs and higher lows. Small caps are still kind of flat, underperforming, but off the session lows. What else is interesting? Germany pulling back after kind of a vertical move to the upside. Copper is pulling back as well. We have copper prices pulling back. We had a vertical move to the upside. Bitcoin is still under 100,000, so not a lot of conviction in terms of risk taken, but nonetheless, spiders are at all-time high, and QQQ is also at all-time high, making all-time high. So that's positive. VIX is down to 15. We do have VIX expiration, so that's good that the market is stable. Now the next event is Friday. Friday we have manufacturing data, but more importantly, we have equity expiration, right? All this gamma that you see here will retire, right? And this is close to now $10 billion worth of positioning. So the $10 billion worth of gamma positioning will be removed, and then everyone will look forward and will try to create positions in the March. Already 4 billion, so it's not bad compared to the last 6 months, but historically, if you look at the longer term trends, still not a huge value. So we talked about yield, semiconductors. Let's see some of the supermarket computer, right? We were talking about, I think on Tuesday and Monday, I did the calendar spread. So that's working really well, right? The semiconductor. Basically, after the earnings, I closed the short leg, and the 50, 52, it just continues to go on higher. So at this point, it's obviously calendar spread is definitely an advantage. If you pick the right strike where there is a high concentration, which was 50, I picked 52 actually strike, then you can see it was able to escape and actually trading at the 60 level. Today we had earnings from ADI, right? ADI is in the tear. We have a lot of semiconductors, Intel, acquisition, ADI, even my favorite Texas Instrument that was kind of a disaster. But it's recovering, right? It's strong performance in some of these semiconductor names that were put on hold. So that's doing well. Upstart is still doing well, kind of consolidation mode. Occidental Petroleum had earnings, same thing. It got a strong move to the upside, up 5%. So that calendar spread is also working well. Robinhood is consolidating, pulling back. Shopify consolidating, pulling back. I did close Capital One Financial, right? It's breaking out. I was talking about credit cards, whether it's Capital One Financial or Visa or DFS, right? These are all strong signals, and Alon sent an email not that long ago. So we are out of Capital One Financial. So Capital One Financial is a good trade. I'm out of Capital One Financial. Continues to grind higher. I did get into General Electric. So General Electric spread is a new position. I did get into Morgan Stanley, which is getting close to the execution price. Let's see, Morgan Stanley, 1 to 40.84, 40.93. Let's see if I want to trim Morgan. I mean, it's going higher, but again, okay. Well, let's look. So I do have a position Morgan Stanley. You can find these signals here under Active Trader or under Aggressive Power Trader, which we just covered, right? Today, again, JCI, I closed JCI, the signal was generated again. JP Morgan, Citigroup signal again. Micron, we've seen semiconductors on a strong uptrend, and Nike. So all of these stocks are still continue to grind higher. All right. So for today, the active trader signals were JP Morgan, JCI, and Nike. I do have a Citigroup position, so probably doesn't make sense, but I did close JCI. Maybe it makes sense to get into JCI trade again. So that's Capital One Financial, Morgan Stanley. Let's see, what was the... It's a short trade. So I think it's getting close to 1% move. Let's see, we entered 139.75. We are at 140.88. That's $1, close to 1% gain. It's getting close to 1% gain. And I did trim SRE position. Continue to trade SRE, kind of going into the earnings makes sense. But I closed it at 85.95, opened again at 83.27, and I closed it again today at 85.02. But still have an order. Next level is 89. So SRE is announcing earnings, I think, this week or next week. It's Tuesday, next week. Okay, so SRE announces earnings, and going into the earnings, it's above 200, above 50. So we'll see if it can break up. I mean, the most important is to break above this, what used to be support is now overhead resistance. So we need to get above 50-day moving average and stay above 86. Let's see if that can be done. Any questions so far? All right. So we talked about SRE. This is utility. Capital One Financial, I'm out. General Electric is a new position this week. Morgan Stanley, I'm getting close to the exiting the first half of the position. And then we have Johnson Control. I'm out of JCI. All right. Any questions? So the rest of the positions, let's see. So we talked about General Electric. IWM, I still have a hedge, IWM. One of the concerns from bulls is lack of participation, right? That the number of stocks above 50-day moving average is still at the 200-day moving average. Obviously, it's a strong rebound from the lows of 2025, but nonetheless, strong rebound and still not overbought, So, but that's a little bit of a concern, the lack of participation. So small caps, I still have a hedge, I have one hedge. Small caps have been underperforming, still below the 50-day moving average. You know, we still have concerns about tariffs, 25% on cars, 25% on semiconductors. So new tariffs could create the inflation, and small caps respond, you know, probably the most sensitive to some of these tariffs. So small caps are down. I have a put spread to hedge. We talk about Morgan Stanley. I'm bullish on Morgan Stanley, almost getting to the exit price for the first half of the position. OKE also announcing earnings. It's kind of stable, and earnings is also next week, so we'll have Monday. So utilities and energy will have the earnings, but today energy has been moving higher, right? So it looks like it's stable and it's moving in the rebounding. So I think OKE can follow this suit as well. We talked about SRE and Texas Instruments. So Texas Instruments was, you know, kind of not the, you know, kind of sold off precipitously, then, you know, I kind of dropped very quickly here from that price and after the earnings. So I never got a chance to exit the position, but it is recovering, right? It closed the gap, the earnings gap. It's facing this year-to-date high. So it needs to get above 200. Let's see if it can follow the rest of the, not the rest, but at least some of the semiconductors, and maybe consider, you know, closing this position. Let's see their news. Chip demands recover, Texas rebounds. Okay. So maybe in sympathy with ADI. Any questions? Accidental Petroleum. So I'm closing the short call that expires tomorrow and then leaving the weekly options that expires in March 7th and see if Accidental Petroleum can continue grinding higher. Semiconductor, it looks semiconductor, just supermicrocomputer, just reversed the down. So again, elevator up, it looks like now elevator down. 350. Any questions? I'm going to close supermarket computer spread. Let's see, upstart. Looks like pulling back again. Okay. All right, let's look at the earnings. See if we want to do any earnings play. Right, I'm just looking for yes. Okay. Earnings. What other earnings are interesting? Yes, we talked about ADI. So we have Carvana. That's usually a pretty volatile name. So earnings is after close today. Let's look at the positioning. See if we can find high strike price. So show expected move February 19 after the close. Expected move is 320. So one standard deviation, so 350. So you have a huge position at 350. Basically speculating two standard deviation move that it's going to move more than 11%. And if you look at the historical moves, Fred, welcome back. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. All right. So it moved 20%, 10%, 33%, 33%. So average move is 23%. I guess people don't expect much move beyond that. So I like the 350 strike. I'm going to put a calendar spread. Let's see how much it's worth. Trade, option, Carvana. Let's see if this is a animal spirits going to be alive and it's going to be a positive. Again, I'm buying call. Buying, I'm going to, I did much selling. Let's see how much it costs. So 350. 350 strike. 350. That's the 355, 2037. It's very expensive. Okay. And selling February 21, 355. So it's pretty expensive, 350. Let's see what if I go into February 28. February 28 is much cheaper. Okay. So let's do that. So I can spend, buy for 60 cents. So 355. I'm going right at the 355 strike, basically saying if they're going to hit a home run, right, and something similar to past few releases, then, you know, I'm targeting 350 strike, which is what, all-time high? Yeah, basically all-time high. So we're going to take it back to the, the pre-recession level on Carvana, recovering all the losses. So I can buy it for 60 cents, basically. Now that's the debit, right? That's the maximum loss. Let's see. Basically targeting the strike, targeting this 350 strike, right? This is where a lot of, I mean, probably the highest positioning, right? Highest position is at 350. So in ideal world, it hits 350 and it stays there. The weekly options expire, right? You can look at the horizontals here. It's a long call, like 1, 3, 55. Yeah, so 355 was using April, but I'm going to go with March, and you can see, obviously March is very expensive, so I just went to February 28. But the idea is that you have to, that, let's do 350, that's 350, probably 350, yeah. So here we go. So this is March 28. I went to February 28. Still debit $5. So it's expensive, right? It's very expensive. But if you do February 21, February 28, then it's relatively contained. So that would be my thought process on the Carvana. Obviously, very volatile stock. It could move 30% higher, 30% lower. I wouldn't do iron condors, right? This is not a stock where you want to do iron condor, especially with the low expectations on the volatility, right? So I would assume that majority of the people are wrong and surprises to the upside. What else is there? Toast. My favorite. Not my favorite, but one of those high-flying stocks, market capitalization, 10 billion, restaurants. Toast. All right, let's look. Toast. Let's see, historical move. So this guy, expectation is also 11, 12%. You have some position at 50, but not a lot. Let's see how Toast has been behaving. In the past 4 quarters, it's been 14% expectation. So it's in line with expectation, I mean, it moves 14% here. So 45, 46 strikes. So let's see. trade option toast. All right, so let's do buy to open March 7 and sell to open February 21. Okay, let's go a little bit for 46 strikes. So it's 46 strike. If I target 46 strike, 20 cents. Okay, great. I can go further. Oh no, this is good enough. 46. All right, so it's 20 cents. Okay, 46. Expectation is what? 12%. 46. Okay, good enough. Maybe even make 24 cents. It's not the most liquid name. It's not bad. So that's toast. After the close, let's see what else is interesting. CF Industries are announcing earnings. And that's about it. On liquid names, Chesapeake Energy. Okay. And tomorrow, before market opens, Walmart, Alibaba. So Walmart, Alibaba, CCJ. Okay. A lot of interesting companies. All right, let's look at Walmart. Toast, what strikes? Toast, I did, let's see, toast. To go back to toast. 46 call. Okay, so let's try 46 strike. Okay, so yeah, I did 46. March 7th, February 21. February 21, March 7th. Yep. So not 30 cents debit. 30 cents debit. Targeting 46 strike. Right. All right, let's continue on. What else do we want to do? Walmart. Okay. Okay, so a lot of enthusiasts in 110. Right, we've seen Costco kind of on the tear. Costco is in vertical move up. Walmart following the suit, very bullish. Continue kind of just vertical move up. Expectation 5% move. 5% move in Walmart. Okay, what's the expectation move? So 5%, 110.98. 110, so basically 110 is the upper range. And lo and behold, people agree, 110. Okay, I'm gonna go with the crowd and buy 110 calendar spread on Walmart. Trade option, Walmart. And alone we might do Walmart, let's see. Let's do calendar spread. Buy to calls. So buying February, March, let's do March 7, February 21. Let's do 110 strike. Let's do for 44 cents. Let's move a little out. 112. Okay, good. So we'll do 112 strike. 36 cents. Buy March 7th, 7th, February 21st, 112 strike. Okay. Maybe even sell a put spread. Spread buy to open, Walmart. So far been pretty consistent winner. And let's see in terms of positioning. 100 strike, so 97. 5% would be 98, 98. Let's see, 97 strike. What do we have for 97 strike? Selling 97 strike. I mean, you can subsidize with 97, 95 put for Walmart. So the calendar spread, I'm targeting 112. So selling February 21 and buying March 7th, 39 cents. Okay. So that was the idea that we will hit, it's going to repeat kind of the past 4 quarters, hit a home run 5% to the upside, right? Similar to how the Costco behaves. And if you want to lower the cost basis, I'm targeting 97 strike, 97, 95 spread. 20 cents, you can do maybe 97, 96. I know it's again, maybe the risk is too much. So maybe you can do 97, 96 put spread. Fred, let me know that work. Fred, thank you. Right, looks like people are joining. Alan, Brad, Tom, Fred, welcome. All right, any questions on Walmart? All right, let's do the Walmart in the, because I think this was part of the yellow tunnel. Earnings power trader. Yep. All right, so let's do Walmart. So I'm going to do trade option. Alone, I'll send you the details shortly. So Walmart calendar. We're going to say 112 strike. March 112 strike. 112 strike line. 6. No. Okay, Walmart, let's subsidize this. It's the $1. Nobody wants to spend. And we'll do 90, whatever target is. 97, so 97, 96, 97, 96, 12 cents. So to open, 97 strike for 30 cents. Probably better trading. All right. So Alon, I'm going to Skype you. Alon, please send EPT for Walmart. One call here and one breakdown. All right, Alon, just send it to you. So if you can send, I mean, try to send it now because there's only 15 minutes left. I don't know if you're gonna have time, but do your best. All right. So we did Walmart, and it should appear now here. Yep. Okay. So that's Walmart. Let's see what else is interesting. Alibaba. That is very interesting. Why did it not do so well? Kind of a sharp drop. I don't know what's going to happen with Alibaba, but it's been kind of, with AI, continues to go higher. Okay, let's try it. Go to Alibaba. What's the expected move? So you have already a 7% move. You have large concentration, I think, in 140 strike, right? So one of the highest concentrations is 140 strike. The deep seek is gonna take them to the next level. Okay, maybe. See, hold on. Okay. How long? How's it going? You working on the email? Okay, if I miss it, text me. All right. So Alibaba, 2%, down 6%, 4%, average move 5%. Expense 5% move. Earnings tomorrow before market open. Okay. So positive surprise 140, negative surprise 1. Well, it's kind of all over the place. I'm gonna go with the positive surprise. So Alibaba, calendar spread, buy, sell. Okay, so I'm gonna go into March 7th, February 21. Let's see strikes. So let's do 145. A lot of volatility. Okay, much less. So I'm targeting 145 strike. February 28th, February 21. March is expensive. A lot of expectations in these stocks. It's just going to continue grinding higher. Let's see, I got filled. Yeah, I got filled. All right. I did get text message. I'm not sure why Walmart didn't send a message. Let's see. You can send text message. Mobile text alerts, not sure. Messages. Reports. Messages. February 19th. No, I did go out. Okay, so we did some earnings flower treasure. Okay. So this text message went out. That's good. And let's see. And then hopefully alone can send. Okay. Any questions? All right, so I did get filled on Alibaba, Walmart, Toast. That's enough. Carvana. Okay. That's good enough for now. Look, Texas Instrument. Let's see where we're closing. Okay. Still higher. Capital One Financials higher. See, Upstart pulling back. Let's see, DoorDash. 10 to 15. Okay, so DoorDash is fine. Still has time. Robinhood, 59. Microsoft rebounding. That's good. So Microsoft is catching good. So did the Walmart, did the Toast. Carolina, Alibaba. Look at ADI. Wow, it's impressive. That is very impressive. Okay. I think that's all I have today. All right. Thank you on Discord. Thank you on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button and like if you found the video useful. Share with your friends. And I will see you guys. We do have a live broadcast today on Yellow Tunnel platform at 7 p.m. This is supposed to be February 19th. All right. Thank you very much and have a great day.